Uncle, please, please, don't do that to me, it hurts. The young girl cries out. In a home where success echoed through every corner, there was one voice. That went unheard. It was the voice of Amaka. Only 12 years old, but already a girl of remarkable brilliance, bright-eyed, full of dreams. She dreamt of becoming a doctor one day, a healer of the sick and the weak. Her teacher, her friends, even her classmates admired her. But none of them knew about the deep secret that now threatened to cut her dreams short. Her potential was unmatched. She could have had it all. But today would change everything. The doorbell rings, and Amaka's family greets Uncle Obiora, who came to visit, with open arms. He's carrying large boxes of gifts and presents. Obiora, you're so thoughtful. Our family is lucky to have you, Amaka's mother said. Uncle Obiora, with a sly smile. It's nothing, Mama Amaka. Family takes care of family. Amaka stands nearby, watching with an uneasy expression as Uncle Obiora's eyes flicker toward her. He gives her a knowing wink. Uncle Obiora had always been a regular visitor, and this time he arrived with more than just gifts. His intentions weren't as innocent as they appeared. With a smile, he beckoned Amaka closer. With a gentle tone, "Come here, Amaka. I've got a special gift just for you." Amaka, filled with excitement, runs towards him with a beaming smile. Her eyes light up as she sees the gift in his hands. She's unaware of the dark turn this visit will take. Amaka, innocent and unaware, reached out to take the gift, but what she didn't know was that her uncle's true gift was something much more sinister. As his hands brushed hers, the air thickened. The unthinkable happened. As he puts his hands inside Amaka's clothes, touching her inappropriately, calmly asked, "Did you like the gift, Amaka? It's for you. I hope you enjoy it." In a low voice, almost inaudible, "Yes, thank you." Amaka, wearing her school uniform, clutches her books, standing at the doorway. Her fingers tremble as she looks at her parents, trying to gather the courage to speak of the incident that happened the last day to her parents. Softly, "Mama, Papa, can I talk to you?" Amaka asked, frustrated without looking up. "Amaka, not now. Can't you see I'm busy? Go and read your books," Amaka's mother said, laughing on the phone. "My dear, go and watch TV or something. This is not the time," Papa said. Amaka's lips quiver, her eyes well up with tears. She turns and walks slowly to her room, her shoulders slumped. The door closes behind her. A moment later, there is a knock at the main door. It was Uncle Obiora. "Hey, Uncle Obiora, come in. Make yourself comfortable," Amaka's mother said. Tension builds as Uncle Obiora walks in, his smile wide, his voice deep. "Ah, my sweet Amaka, didn't you miss your uncle?" Amaka's face goes pale. She clutches her dress tightly. Her breath quickens. She glances at her mother, but Mama is still focused on work. Amaka's stomach twists in knots. She wants to scream, to run, but she knows no one will listen. Amaka, going to school the next day, she sits in the back of the class, staring blankly at the board. She once loved school, but now her mind is trapped in darkness. Teacher, Madam Ifeoma, notices Amaka's lack of participation. She frowns, concerned. "Madam Ifeoma," softly asked Amaka, "can you answer the question?" No response. Amaka barely blinks. The other students whisper amongst themselves. "What happened to her? She used to be so smart." "I need to visit your parent." Teacher Ifeoma visits Amaka's parents. She sits across from them, choosing her words carefully. "Mr. and Mrs. Amaka, I have noticed a drastic change in your daughter. She is no longer the brilliant, happy child she used to be. I think something is wrong, and I urge you to check on her," Teacher Ifeoma said. "Check on her? Madam, Amaka is fine. Maybe she's just being lazy." "Papa, children of these days, they always find something to complain about. My daughter is okay." Madame Ifeoma, Amaka teacher, sighs frustrated. She glances towards Amaka, who stands in the hallway, looking at her with pleading eyes. But still, no one listens. After everyone has left, Amaka lies curled on her bed, her arms wrapped around herself. Tears stream down her face. The door creaks open slightly, and a shadow looms over her. A whisper in the darkness. It was her uncle. You know the rules, Amaka. If you tell anyone, they will blame you. As he did the unthinkable, telling Amaka to touch him down there. And even going through her this time, forcing himself on her. Shaking voice. Uncle, please, please, don't do that to me. It hurts, Amaka said. Squeezing her eyes shut, she is trapped in her own home. Days gone. Amaka falls ill, her body weak and frail. Her parents rush her to the hospital, to the family doctor, worries finally creeping into their faces. The doctor enters the room, holding a medical report. Mr. and Mrs. Amaka, your daughter, she has been abused, the doctor said. Abused? By who? Tears slips down Amaka's face. She finally speaks, her voice trembling. Oh, Sama, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell Papa, but you were both too busy to listen, Amaka said with tears in her eyes. Emotional moment swells as Mama's hands shake, her heart shattering into a million pieces. Papa clenches his fists, his rage boiling over. As he called for their uncle's arrest, Uncle Obiora was handcuffed and thrown into the back of a police van. Papa storms into the police station, fury in his eyes. Uncle Obiora is arrested and handcuffed, pleading, "It was the devil. The devil made me do it." Uncle Obiora pleaded, "You are no brother of mine," Amaka father said with disappointment in his eyes. But as soon as Amaka father left the police office to the hospital, a shocking truth awaits him. The doctor returns, a grim look on his face. "Madam, sir, your daughter, she's pregnant." Screaming in shock. "What?" Amaka's tear-streaked face filled with sorrow. Mama collapses in despair. Papa's head drops into his hands. The weight of their neglect finally crushes them. Mama and Papa sit with Amaka, holding her hands, finally listening, finally present. "I'm so sorry, my child. I should have listened," Amaka mother said with tears in her eyes. "From today, we will never be too busy for you," Amaka father said. As the family embraces each other, parents, listen to your children. Not all monsters hide under the bed. Some hide in your own home. Moral lesson: a child's cry for help should never be ignored. Every parent must be present before it's too late. Please follow, like, and subscribe for more video like this.